Hello and welcome to BNTV. I'm boxing news editor Tris Dixon. I'm here joined by senior writer Matt Christie with an interesting announcement. For the first time in our 103-year history, we're hosting an event and we're going to be coming to Liverpool. We're going to be speaking to the fight fans of the famous Fight City, and we're going to be speaking to a lot of the top fighters over there. And basically it's going to be a night of question and answer for fight fans, but also there's going to be time where Matt and I will be up on the panel with a number of big names from Liverpool's Fight City, including the likes of Tony Bellew, Paul Smith, Tom Stalker, who've all agreed to come and help Boxing News, which is fantastic for us, and hopefully it's great news for Liverpool fight fans. We're coming on October the 12th, which is Friday night, and the show starts at 7 o'clock at the Adelphi, and it's the night before Big David Price fights Audley Harrison, so we're going to try and make it a big weekend for fight fans. Matt, obviously, the show's going to be structured into basically 4 sections. One where we're talking about the contemporary scene in Liverpool and the fight the following night with David Price, and then we've got stuff about the amateur side and the grassroots and the early pro game, and then we've got a bit about the history and so forth. You've seen the guest list. I mean, what are you most looking forward to?
I think it's going to be really interesting to speak to Tony Bellew. I think for me initially, because the way his career has taken off, he's had a lot of changes in the background, and to get Tony Bellew, and he's such a big hero up there, I think that's going to be really interesting. I think it's going to be fascinating as well when we speak to the likes of Nick Peet and we look back on Liverpool's history, because it is such a rich history up there. It's one of the finest fight cities in the country, in my opinion. And I've said in print before that going to a fight at the Echo Arena when you've got a Liverpool fighter there, there's no place like it in the country.
And I mean, it's astonishing really the rapid progress that David Price has made in his last few fights. I mean, what we've been looking for Big David Price is a test, and fighting people like John McDermott and Sam Sexton, we thought he'd get one, but he's proved to be so far beyond that level that they haven't even tested him yet. So I think, in terms of hooking the event into that fight, it's a perfect platform. David Price, where do you see him? You've seen what progress he's made in the last sort of 8 to 12 months. What progress can he make in the next 8 to 12 months?
A lot. I really think he can make a lot. I think at this point it's really hard to make a case for Audley Harrison winning this fight. I think we've all believed that he can do these things over the years. I think David Price is going to walk through him. And then I think it's time for him to take a step towards world level. I believe he's there now. I believe he could really
compete.
The top 10. I think he's you can't put him in the top 10 because he hasn't beat anyone of that calibre. But I believe he's at that level, and he's certainly, now's the time for him to be let loose. And I think in the next 12 to 18 months, I certainly think we'll be seeing him at world level.
I think when I spoke to him recently, he was interested in a fight with his old sparring partner Derek Chisora, which would be a tasty fight for the start of next year, wouldn't it?
Oh, definitely. I think Chisora, whatever your opinion of him, Chisora will always go in there and he'll give it 100%. And I think that's an ideal fight for David Price, more so than Audley Harrison. Audley Harrison, this fight will sell tickets, the whole Olympic angle, and Harrison, we're waiting. That will sell tickets, but right now I think a Chisora fight is a really good fight for him.
Okay, so just to re-emphasise, we're at the Adelphi on Friday, October the 12th. We start at 7 o'clock. Tickets are available on the website and from the phone number available, which is 0207 618 3461, 0207 618 3461. Phone now for tickets. There will be some left on the door, we believe, but best to book now to avoid disappointment. And the confirmed guests that we have so far include Paul Smith, Tony Bellew, Tom Stalker, Jazza Dickens, Paul Edwards, Frank Maloney, and there will be several more on the night. So you'll have the opportunity to ask questions, and we'll be there grilling the guys and seeing what they think about the contemporary scene, Liverpool's boxing history, and much more. So visit our website, click on the links for tickets, and we look forward to seeing you guys at the Adelphi on October the 12th.